There are a lot of challenges with 360 feedback. One of the challenges is that oftentimes you don't get high quality feedback. Another challenge is people find it like laborious, it's dreaded, it takes a long time. And another huge challenge, there was a study that we did around why people don't give feedback. We talked to over 2,000 people, and the number one hurdle that people cited was, I am afraid of hurting their feelings. Cloverleaf has this really interesting, unique opportunity to take some of that like interpersonal guesswork out by leveraging personality data to help you craft feedback that's likely to land well with the recipient based on their personality style. So let me share a different screen. All right, let's go to my Slack. Let's go to Cloverleaf. A little bit earlier, I received that team engagement alert in Slack, and it told me, hey, team engagement is down. This is the notification that my boss, Alex, would have gotten. And then I got a notification that said, hey, Alex wants feedback from you. So we are working on a conversational AI feedback experience where you can talk with a Cloverleaf agent about the feedback that's being requested, and it will probe you with questions until it has enough information to really create high quality feedback. We're looking for something that is specific, and we're looking for something that is solution oriented. We know and understand that every company is invested in different like feedback models. For example, radical candor or star feedback. And we want to be able to layer in company cultural context into our feedback process. Having said that, I will show you just sort of how this functionality works. So it's asking me, hey, Lane, Alex wants to know what kind of support or acknowledgement helps you stay motivated or engaged at work. I'm going to go ahead and use voice technology to say, I really appreciate when my contributions are noticed and recognized. For example, at the DevCon hackathon, I made this beautiful multi-agentic diagram that was sort of the backbone of this whole feedback flow. And Alex didn't even really say thank you. He was so distracted by the work that he was doing. And I felt so unappreciated. And it's going to populate there. I'm going to hit send. And if it has enough information, it's going to summarize that for me and put it in a format where I can say, yes, I want to send this to Alex. Or if it doesn't have enough information, it's going to ask me a probing question. So it says, that's a great start. It needs more information. Thanks for sharing a specific example from the DevCon hackathon and describing how a lack of recognition impacted your motivation. To make your feedback even more actionable for Alex, could you share what kind of acknowledgement would have made a difference in that moment? So I'll say, yes, if Alex could have just said, hey, thanks for doing this. This is really great. Or I appreciate your contributions as a product manager. That would have gone a long way and made me feel a lot better about my contributions to the team. I'll hit send. The whole point of this is to make a process that is normally like quite laborious and like you're doing a lot of wordsmithing and crafting really light. And the voice piece is really important as well, just being able to make it feel more conversational. It has now used my phrasing, my natural language, and structured this feedback into a form that is most likely to be well received by Alex based on his personality. And I can go ahead and hit send. One other thing to note about this solution is the way that the Copilot is speaking to me is leveraging my personality style as well, like my communication style. My communication style is very enthusiastic, it's very fun. And so when it talks to me, it's very enthusiastic and very light and optimistic. When it's talking to my boss, Alex, it's a bit more direct and to the point. We're trying to layer in personality intelligence in all of the interactions that our AI might have with an end user. When Alex has received feedback from all of his team members, it will then consolidate that feedback, send it back to Alex, highlight some trends and maybe some team conversation starters. Also, we're really excited about the possibility for skill inference based on feedback. So if you do a round of 360s and you've gotten feedback from 5 people and 3 different people said, hey, you're a SQL wizard, that is amazing data and validation that we should probably add SQL to this person's worker profile. We want to leverage that sort of feedback data to help populate skills in a really validated way because validation is a whole can of worms. It's a good step in the right direction and also just an investment that we're making in leveraging all of the insights and information that we are capturing and porting it back into Workday as a system of record to sort of reduce that like data silo problem.